Yeah, I'm having a problem with the OBS. Do you know what? I'm just gonna play it. I don't care. Fuck it. Like it doesn't. I don't know what's going on with the with everything. Because I was playing something different. I changed it, and just fucked everything up. Ruined everything. I know. It's the capture. I don't know what's going on. I had to put it on display. Whatever the hell it was.
How do I put it in?
Right, let's just play this game, man. Okay.
What do I do?
What? Yes. I want to go there. I don't know what that is or where that is. What the hell's that all about? Oh. She's here. Problem is I don't know whether anybody is actually watching the stream because it's just not literally saying, look, yeah, look, this. Oh, that's just going to be annoying. That window comes up. The game capture window. I don't know what's wrong with it. Working properly for some reason. I don't know.
Well, there's just it's 66, and it will just give you eventually things. I think people are trying to gift, but they can't do anything because I'm not enough level high. What want to hold a piece of kiwi? What? Ah. Why? Why am I getting so... Okay. I was just saying, how am I getting so lucky with multiple dinosaurs? Okay. Well, what do you mean? I don't get it. Where's the music? Stop.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna play the game.
That's not a good. But this? No. You could just buy 945 million and get better things. That's not a good deal. It's sad. I'm not gonna be I am not gonna be 11 p.m. This game was released on 11 p.m. on Saturday. No. Not happening. It's fun. It's fun. So every flavor of games are on there. Everyone's on there.
What are you talking about? Oh no, that was the wrong button.
do you mean it's too late to do it?
Lad, it can't be you. I thought you were one of them. What happened to me? Vanguard, King is
Yeah. All messed up when I tried to when I was playing Samsung yesterday. Nice. I wonder what the Elden Ring movie's gonna be like, or how they're gonna do the story, or who they're gonna, and what they're going for, basically. Do you get what I mean? Like, who is it gonna be about? Like they can't put all the bosses in.
Out of nowhere, the whole mountain was infested with those stinking corpses. Some coffin carts blocked all the passes up, burning everything in their path. You seem clever. How about you find a way to destroy them, eh? They're called Five-Element Carts, an evil and powerful invention of the King's Son. I'm afraid they're not only guarding the passes. Trust me, there's more to it. Got to hold my ground at the entrance for a while. Can't imagine the chaos without me. They're called Five-Element Carts, an evil and powerful invention of the King's Son.
All in all, seatbelt.
don't actually get it. Like, why is that like right there? Fuck, what? How can this dumb thing keep killing me? This don't make no sense. What 1,955?
Out of nowhere, the whole mountain was infested with those stinking corpses. Some coffin carts blocked all the passes up, burning everything in their path. You seem clever. How about you find a way to destroy them, eh?
I've destroyed one already. Where's the cat? I swear I can hear something. Cat meowing. Whoa. Let's go, champ. What's his name? Shannon Briggs.
Shut up.
Shannon Cat. That does kind of annoy me. Duration. So many different places to go as well. Oh. Meditation. What language is that? Is that even English? So what does it mean? What, you've never found out what it means, but so you're saying it.
Names, they're literally names. Names.
I've never ever heard.
Even,
I've never heard of an alien person with that name.
Hollywood.
Exactly, I think they're just chatting shit, mate.
Just be joking.
What the hell? Oh, this level is bonus, man. Turtle power. Oh, what is that?
Mandins, job, Sahu.
Immortal blessing. How do I do that?
Where's it?
It's out of almost blowing themselves up. Then blow.
You blow yourself up as well.
You gotta make me a coffee. Good boy.
Where's the remote?
Yeah.
It's back, Look at that,
Gotta make me a coffee, yeah?
No, I'm not.
Oh, mate. Oh my. I've not put anything into these things. I don't even know what the fuck that is. The tree. Oh yeah. It's gone. going on? What? What? That was so loud, bro. Oh, this ain't the time and the place. Oh. I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying shit. Why do people try and sell you shit all the time? People. Whoops. What happened to my bin? Mr. Kipling's. mention that first. I seriously need to fix my OBS out because look, you can see my screen because the game capture is not working properly. I don't know why. It's like, let me put the game capture higher. No. No. No idea why it's doing that. Why is it doing that? Oh, hey, fuck your feelings. I didn't even realize it even said that. And somebody followed me and has been trying to catch me on Discord. Interesting. Person has no. Oh, it's just gonna try and sell me shit, bro. I ain't bad. I just don't need that type of stuff right now. Look, it came up. I wonder whether it's on the actual. Yeah. Oh, why is this? Why has this come up? This one. Why is this the game scene? How is this one the game scene? Oh look, it's gone completely now. No. I honestly don't know. I'm just gonna play it like that. I don't know what's going on. Look. The fuck is going on? Yeah, like what the fuck is going on? Seriously. This is so annoying. Okay, I think it's sorted now. I think it's sorted. Yeah, you can't see the window. Wait. I'll have some of that. Game has got too many places to go. No way, I killed myself like an absolute idiot. Why did I do that? How the fuck do you get down there? Oh no. Oh no. I don't think I was supposed to come down this way. Inside the game. Behind the wall. Yeah, I fucked up. I mean, like, what the fuck? Seriously. He's stuck. I'm gonna have to quit and come back. Whoa, I'm gonna have to quit and come back, bro. What? Still kind of pissed about that quest I got locked out of. That was really fucking annoying. Okay, this is where I came from. This is where I came from. Got a clue. Okay, ready for the pressure. Ah. The fuck am I supposed to be going? What did Asmongold TV say? Whoops. Shit, look at all those heads.
Somebody help!
I'm gonna get. Who was saying help me? I thought I heard someone saying help me.
Somebody help!
Oh, great. Straight into a boss battle. How does it do that?
Help! Help me! Young master!
What is that?
It's you, Kaiser! cave monkey!
Box.
Help me, please! Things went south in the mountain and I barely escaped. But on my way down, Gwyn captured me. I've been kept here for 3 days. But now my luck has returned. My savior appeared here right in front of me. Should you extend your mercy to save my family? I'll repay your kindness at any cost.
What the hell is that? This thing is more vulnerable.
Just
What an annoying bot. He needs a breather. Defeated, mate. Defeated.
Quite the charmer, aren't you, boy? But these eyes have seen prettier disguises. Yeah, boy! Your true face, out with it! If a single lie slips, my ring shall strike true.
That was so close. Thank you for saving me. I am the Wukong's daughter, Ping Ping.
Nonsense! The bull has no daughter. Dare to fool me, scoundrel!
I know who you are. My mother is Princess Fairfox. You killed her. After my mother died, I've been living with my father. His wife, Princess Rakshasi, took me in as her own. Later, brother came back from Bodhisattva Guan Yin and we reunited. We had some peaceful days. My brother was kind to me and to our parents. But somehow, not long ago, he suddenly changed. He secretly summoned his old troops for a coup, imprisoned father, kept mother under strict watch. I had nowhere else to turn. I had to go for help. But barely after leaving the place, his minions fell upon me.
The Bull King's might is known. Even together, Wukong and I couldn't rival him. Rakshasi's lantern fan is also formidable, and you want me to believe that they were subdued by a kid?
Subdued by their son. Who else could make them put their guard down? Really, with soft hearts, they could never harm him.
You idiot! This fox is fooling you!
Look at this place. Only my brother's Samadhi fire could wreak such havoc. Oh no. My father is dying. Please, kind monkey, help me and my family.
Perilous places. Keep this cigar safe with you. It'll come in handy.
Ping ping.
That's a voice I know well. I'll go ahead and take a look.
No time to lose now. Follow me. This way.
A gold tree core. Just what I want. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. That it? Where did that come from? I wasn't even listening to what's going on there on my phone. Oh, this is the wrong place. This is not where I want to come. Where do I want to go? Let's do a little bit of farming. Not a lot, a little bit. Get that. To you. Should I put it into... I don't really use this just now. I don't even use this. Just put it into something that I use. Good job. That's the last one. Might as well get it. Let's do it. The last one, man. Gonna farm some manacle and one bang. Got destroyed. was that sound coming from? Like, who was speaking? Like, seriously, who's speaking? Who's actually speaking? Somebody was saying something. Somebody was actually saying something. Where's these cores at? I'm not getting any more. Mana core thing. There you go. Jesus Christ, I fucking thought that was a bee for 1 minute. Where the fuck's a bee getting in? Was that the Fury final press conference?
Every man he's faced in his career world. As we are here, fight night is just 48 hours away, and today is the last opportunity for these fighters to exchange words, to potentially gain a psychological advantage, at the very least, to size up their opponents that they'll see on Saturday. And we're going to break it all down for you here. I am Elle Duncan, your host, and I suppose for today, I'm the one with the accent.
hell is
We've got
Elle
two
Duncan?
British boxing
Never heard of
legends,
it.
three-time champ, Lennox Lewis, and a guy that made so much ease with cruiserweight, he moved up to heavyweight and took that down as well, in David Hay. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
How does it feel to be on this side of the press conference and not the one anticipating taking the stage?
Feels good.
It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. There's no impending fight. Normally when I'm in these environments, I'm fired up. I'm looking at getting involved in the action. But now I can sit back, relax, and enjoy it from the outside of the ropes.
Oh, you didn't know our producer Declan said if we don't keep this thing on time, he will come fight all of us.
All
so
right,
there could
then.
still be the threat of Deck
Let's
as well.
go.
But I mentioned off the top there, potentially a psychological advantage. What is the real purpose and gamesmanship behind a press conference like this? What can be gained here, Lennox?
Well, you know, I don't think anything can be gained, you know, because they've been called every name in the book from other opponents, and they know what it's like. So I think they're just here trying to see if they can catch anything, any kind of weakness from their opponent.
Self-refinement is the way to make gold.
And just, you know, this is just
What
the
say
same
you,
thing
brave
that you have
one?
to do if you're going into a big fight, a press conference.
My
What
pills are
things can you
reliable.
notice or pay attention to?
A lot
What
of
will
wise
you
as
people
rely
go on about who
solely
breaks
on
eye contact first. You have to face to face. You look in each other's eyes, and whoever looks first, apparently that's a sign of, you know, you're scared or something like that. But so they now put a bit of paper between the two of them, so nobody is the first one to look away. People are looking at that. You're looking at the size of the guy. You sometimes might have a little push and a pull or grab the arm just to see how.
Yin and yang,
I
five
know
elements emerge.
you want to feel their energy. You want to feel the energy.
Unique
It's on point.
bodies
That
and
little bit over your opponent.
universe.
Okay, what are you feeling 48 hours before a fight night? All of that, we showed a little bit of the pomp and circumstance surrounding this. The pressure is starting to build. Psychologically, where do you think our fighters are at right now, Lennox?
I think they want to get in the ring. All the training's been done. They want to get in the ring. They don't want to talk anymore. They don't want to look at each other. They just want to step in the ring because they've been in camp for how many weeks? Now they've come to London, prepared for the fight. They're ready. They don't want to talk. They don't want to sit. They want to fight.
They're ready.
Yeah,
No
particularly
shame.
fighters making weight. You know, at that stage, they're cutting weight there. It's a tough place to be. They've got to weigh in tomorrow. They're not eating. They're not hydrated like they would ideally like to be. So for the smaller guys, it's a tough place. But for the heavyweights, for me, I loved the last few days because the Monday was the last hard session. So my body was battered for Tuesday, Wednesday. Come Thursday today, I'm rehydrated. I'm feeling good. My muscles are healing, and I'm really feeling the vibe. So this was my favourite day, Thursday, and the weigh-in day. My body let me know I'm ready for battle. This is when all of the fighters have let all of the months of training settle in. And all of their energy systems
Private sense, my
fired up.
own.
That's
Leaving
the
so
biggest
soon.
highlight.
Well, do you guys have any notable
visit
press
from time
conferences
to
during your
time.
career that stand out? And why is the answer Mike Tyson? I see Lennox.
Yeah, I do, definitely. There are definitely a couple that stand out. You know, Mike Tyson wanted to eat my kids. I took that very
Didn't bit you. He took a chunk out of you instead.
Yeah.
I've had a few tussles. Me and Derek Chisora had a little bit of a push and pull. They had to put a metal cage between us at the press conference to make sure we didn't get to each other. It was a real situation. Me and Tony Bellew as well. We had some heated words. There's a slap and so. But I used to love that. I used to love the hype. I used to love to get to the fight. And people are coming here today to see some spike between the fighters. They don't want to see a love fest. They don't want to see people going, I respect him, hope he gets home well. No. They want to do damage. And the fans, in my experience, want to see fighters who look rabid dogs wanting to do damage to the other guy.
So, okay, that's perfect then. So is this more of a promotional tool then? Because when we talk about that Mike Tyson press conference, it might have got even more attention than himself because he's apart from wanting to eat your kids. He wanted to do something to a journalist until he loved them. Like, is that, do we know that coming in, that like we can actually gain a little bit more attention for this, match it up?
I used to have a budget for fines. Genuinely, and I had to pay it a few times because I knew I was going to go over the line of what was fair game. Because I
can't help you when you're dead out there.
stepping over the line gets the headlines, terrible headlines, but the headlines that say tune in on Saturday night, which means more people pay pay-per-view. So for me, it was very much a strategy to ruffle some feathers, say some stuff that I know no one's going to like, but it's going to get headlines. The more headlines, the more people tune in, the more I get paid. So you're getting in the ring to risk your life. You want to get paid the most you can for that opportunity. So for me, it was a couple of times it got real. Me and Derek it was pretty real. That beat.
Not manufactured, real beat.
That didn't need to be because we actually had a real fight.
Yeah, and of course he's talking about Derek Chisora, and you mentioned headlines. I would say that maybe the biggest headline from the introductory press conference was Tyson Fury saying that for his fight with Makhmudov, he was going to train himself, which was interesting and turns out is not exactly true because we have seen Sugar Hill Stewart in social media clips and whatnot. What do you make of sort of the idea that he would allude to the fact that he's a one-man circus and do this on his own, but is in fact training with his longtime trainer?
Well, he would make that look like he's weak if he said that, and people would say, oh, he needs a trainer. He's going to go in the fight with no trainer. And when you go in with no trainer, the other opponent thinks you're weak. It's like Eubanks saying that his dad's not going to show up, and then at the last minute, his dad shows up, and they look like a team, and that made Colin Ben like, man, kind of frown a little bit. I thought his dad wasn't going to be here, but now they're coming in unison. They're together. That makes Chris a lot stronger as a fighter.
Yeah, I think that Tyson Fury wanted to let everybody believe he wasn't going to come in shape. Maybe he would have given 10% less effort in Makhmudov's training, thinking that Tyson's training himself. But behind the scenes, I'm sure he's been very professional. By the looks of his condition there, he looks in tip-top shape, as good a shape as I've seen him in years. And that's what I was hoping. We want to see the old Tyson Fury. We want to see King, the winner. We don't want to see someone coming out there and struggling with Makhmudov. That's not what he wants. There's some huge, massive legacy fights for him. He needs to...
What secrets did Master Pig whisper to you just now? I've let go of our blood feud, but he still holds so much hostility. My brother's minions are everywhere. Stay close to me, kind monkey.
He needs to put his name back out there with the win.
Brother and I
the two
used to
losses
play
against
around
Usyk, he wants to
The Valiant
eradicate that,
Six
and he
had
said
their
that
ways of
clearly. He
amusing
wants
us.
Anthony Joshua,
Fun we
so
had together.
nothing but a significant knockout defeat or a whitewash in terms of point scoring. for this fight is a must for Tyson Fury, and the training would have reflected that.
Yeah, and the training has been long. A 16-week training camp. He said he wanted 1 week for every month that he was gone, which by the time he takes the ring on Saturday will be 467 days. We, of course, have many fights on the night.
I'll get through this
Some of
hole.
our earlier
And you can
battles,
pass
so
by
to
that
get us
crack
ready for
ahead.
that in their press conferences, we get it over to Thomas Schreiber.
Good stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
My
press
paws eat your
conference
feet.
for Clash of the Giants. Fury versus Makhmudov, live worldwide on Netflix this Saturday, April 11th from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England. This great event is being brought to you by Ring Magazine and Netflix. A few reminders, ladies and gentlemen, tickets are available via Ticketmaster. And on Saturday, the fights will begin at 3:30 p.m. London time, with 6 bouts being shown on Tudum and Ring Magazine's social platforms. Then, at 7 p.m. London time, we will be going live worldwide on Netflix with 4 exciting bouts. Let's now welcome our Part 1 press conference participants. Competing in a 10-round heavyweight contest from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, Justice Hooney.
I forgot Justice Hooney's on it. Justice Hooney and
Burton-on-Trent,
Clark, isn't it?
Staffordshire,
Fraser
England.
Clark. That's crazy.
Fraser Big Freeze Clark. Competing in a 12-round contest for the British Heavyweight Championship. The
My brother
challenger
Samadhi Fire has
from
obstructed
Walworth,
all paths
London,
uphill.
England, Richard,
quench it,
the
Mother
Midnight
Hunter's fans are
Train,
must.
Reactor.
She'd never...
The
with
defending
me.
champion from Tottenham, London, England, Jamie T.K.V.
Well, this is actually a good card, to be honest with you. This is actually a really good card.
We also welcome at this time trainer Joe Gallagher, manager Courtney Tuck, manager Mick Francis, Ben Shalom of Boxer, CEO of the Ring Magazine, Rick Reno. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we hand things over to your host, Mr. Josh Denzel.
Thank you, Thomas. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to those of you in the room and those watching around the world. We are just days away from a huge night of boxing this Saturday at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, featuring a 10-fight card stacked with elite heavyweights, a British title fight, and some real global star power. Now, the action will get
Down this
underway
cliff,
from
there is a secret passage
3:30
to
p.m.
her
with 6
palace.
fights
She should
delivering
be there,
wall-to-wall
but she'd never
boxing
give you the
fans
fan to be
inside the
used
stadium
against her
and those
precious
watching
son.
around the world on Tudum and the Ring platform. Then, from 7 local time, live on Netflix. Another landmark moment for the sport and
Got
every
it.
fighter on this.
Quite nearby, there is a deity you can turn to. One
want to
said to be
extend
Mother's
a
old
thank
friend.
you to
If we could persuade him to come along,
Turkey Al Sheikh
maybe he could talk Mother
and Ring
into giving us
Magazine
the
for
fan.
making this
I'll go
incredible
find
night
him.
of boxing
Be
possible
careful out here.
and bringing this amazing sport into the home of millions of potential new boxing fans. And to give us an overview of the magnitude of this night and the quality of the matchups, please welcome
And, you know, what could you say? There's so much going on in front of the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury in the back. Continuing his march to a potential world title fight later in the year. And, you know, we got 4 great fights up here with 2 interesting matchups. You know, Reactor, he's got the look, you know, he's got the body, he's got the style. And he's going to have to put it all together because KB is currently interesting. And then the winner of that matchup will go into in the second half of the year. Like that really interests me personally is Fraser Clark and Justice Hooney. These guys were due to meet in the amateurs. Now they meet in the pros. Both of them with high amateur pedigrees. Fraser with the Olympic accolades, and both of them are looking for redemption. You know, Fraser came to the sport in the heavyweight division with a lot of hype. I think his back is a little bit against the wall, and you know, Joe Gallagher's got him ready. He's hungry. He wants to get a big win, and he wants to be back in the mix for the big fights. But you know, Justice Hooney in his last matchup, he showed that he's not a guy you could overlook. I don't think anyone's ever going to overlook him again.
He was beating what's his face, Wardley, and he was beating him very easily. Very easily.
But like they say in the heavyweight division, one punch is all it takes. And he just got caught. I think he learned from that. And, you know, he's also looking for a big opportunity. But he's got a big guy in front of him in Fraser Clark, and same thing goes in that fight. The winner will go on to a much bigger opportunity in the second half of the year.
Thank you, Rick. Now, I just want to ask you one more question. Having a platform like Netflix broadcasting is a genuine game changer. Ring Magazine cards shown to potentially tens or hundreds of millions of people. How significant is this for the moment, for the sport's growth and its ability to reach new fans?
I mean, Netflix is such a massive, massive platform. It's unbelievable what it does, not only for the sport of boxing, but these fighters that are on stage here, even fighters that are well-known. The events that we do, I have spoken to you about these events that want to box. I saw that. You know, it's hard to meet anyone who doesn't have a Netflix subscription these days. And I expect that this will have a massive worldwide audience.
I don't have a Netflix subscription.
A lot to the profiles of every fighter involved on the show.
There's no doubt about it. Thanks. This is the first of 3 we're going to open up the Netflix broadcast format. Now, we're going to start with Ben Shalom, founder and head of Boxer. Quick questions. Let's start with your man, Fraser Clark. It feels like a big moment for him after last time out. How confident we see a different version of Fraser coming to us?
First of all, I want to say thank you to His Excellency Turkey. I think this is the first British boxing event on Netflix. Incredible achievement. But for Fraser Clark, this is massive. I think there's so many fighters that have a bad now, that have a bad off the office and they want to leave them out. The drawing board, teamed up with Joe Gallagher, and this opportunity came, and the first person I called was Joe. I said, look, how is Fraser? How's he doing? Is he back in the gym? He said, Ben, more fired up than ever. He's a quality fighter, as we all know. If he gets his head right, this is a perfect fight.
Fuck?
This is
I
the
did
fight
not
that we
mean to
need.
come
This
down
is the
here.
big fights that Fraser needs to be in. And that's why we're here now. Justice Hooney is a quality fighter. They're both quality fighters. They're both incredible amateur careers. What a moment for Fraser. And yeah, it could steal the show.
Let's talk about
heavyweight division, as we've seen with Dennis bringing numbers, and it's about giving the fans what they want, which is a spectacle. And Fraser had a great fight. People still want to see him fight. People want to see him fulfill the potential. Says it's a very important fight. It's a fight that catapults him into the top of the heavyweight division. But it's a huge moment for both guys, 100%.
Thank you, Ben. Now on to Mick Francis. Against a physical fighter like Clark, how important is it, Justice, to stay disciplined and doesn't get drawn into the wrong type of fight, knowing what
Yeah, well, it's super important. Anyone that saw Justice's last fight against Fabio, They know Justice can move. He's got style. He's got skill. Anyone that knows Justice from back in the day, they know he had a massive amateur career, and it's a great opportunity to be back in England, fight on another massive card. But that last fight, he fell asleep a little bit towards the back end of the fight, but he's learned from that. And fighters, they always learn. You got to remember, he's only had 13 fights. So he's 27 years old. He turned 27 last week. He's still got a long way to go in his career. But I feel as though that this is a fight that is going to secure Justice to be one of the dominating young fighters. And we're looking forward to Saturday night. But I've never seen Justice so fit. He looks incredible. He's got a new coach. The coach has done an amazing job as well. He's done an amazing job of his strength and conditioning. I was watching him on the pads the other day. I've never seen him so hard. A lot of people always feel that Justice lacks a little bit of power. Well, on Saturday night, that's going to change.
What's Justice's ceiling in boxing? You believe you can go to the very, very top?
Absolutely.
Monkey!
No one has said it best. They've been saying this for a long time. Justice hasn't had a camp that he has no injuries. I know a lot of boxers go through with no injuries, but when he fought Kevin Durant, he was terrible. He was heavy. He was new from in that ring. What he did last night against him, he's got a lot to offer, and he's going to be around.
The man Justice, welcome. This is a huge opportunity fighting on a truly global platform, on a ring card that could propel you into the limelight and homes of millions and millions of people. Are you conscious of the scale of this moment, and do you see this as not just a chance to win, but really show and introduce yourself to not just the boxing public, but the public?
Yeah, I think last fight out to everyone on this side of the world, and I'm ready to come back and do it again. So I'm excited, I'm fit, I'm ready to go, and can't wait for Saturday night.
You mentioned that fight against the current WBO heavyweight champion, Fabio Wardley. You were ahead on the scorecards after 9, looked comfortable, close to victory before it just slipped away. Do you still take a little bit of confidence and belief from a performance like that?
Yeah, that's it. Look, I took nothing but positive things away from that fight. Even though I lost, it was a win-win for me. Getting the opportunity to come over this side of the world and showcase what I've got to offer. So, like I said, I'm ready to put on a show.
No doubt. Tyson Fury topping this field. Elite heavyweights, as you can see. It's like a bit of a shop window for the heavyweight division. Do you see yourself as a chance to kind of advertise, and if that fight came along and that was offered,
100%. I wouldn't opportunity the first time to fight it in a heartbeat, so if it came up again, I would do the exact same thing.
No doubt. Now, Saturday will also be an emotional moment for you. To be your first fight without your long-time trainer, Kerry Smith, who tragically passed away after suffering a heart attack. So we're very sorry for your loss, and our thoughts are with you. How much has that kind of experience and grief fueled you into this camp?
This fight is dedicated to him, man. He was not only a trainer to me, he was like a father figure as well. So, I'll be doing this one for him.
I was going to say, do you feel like you're not just fighting for yourself, but fighting for your memory? You can't buy that kind of motivation.
Yeah, that's it. Do it for myself, my family, and for him. So, it's going to be a big moment, and one to remember.
Both had long amateur careers, you and Fraser. Talk to me. Is someone you knew about coming up in the scene? Is it someone you were aware of before big nights like this?
Yeah, 100%. First met Fraser in the amateurs. We've done sparring before a long time ago, obviously, but we're supposed to meet in the amateurs, and due to a cut, I had to withdraw from that fight. But I always felt like we were going to meet at some point in our career, and now's the time.
What do you have that he can't deal with?
just my boxing ability and movement, speed. I think when I put it all together, it's going to be a tough challenge for him.
No doubt. And finally, do you feel like it's going to be a points victory, a knockout victory? Is that something you want to predict?
I've got no expectations. I just win any way possible, man. I'm just ready to get back into the winning circle.
Thank you very much, Justice. Really appreciate it. Nice one. Now, Fraze, welcome. Pleasure to see you again, my brother.
Good to see you, mate.
No doubt. This is a huge fight. You know, Ben said it's a must-win. Do you see this as a crossroads moment, a chance to really re-establish yourself in that heavyweight mix?
Every fight for me since my debut has been a must-win. There's been pressure on me ever since. That's expected. That's what comes with an Olympic bronze medal. You know, you get all the airtime, and you're portrayed as the next big thing. So you do get a lot of pressure. That's always been on. There's no difference in this fight. There's always going to be pressure every time I get in a boxing ring. But the biggest pressure for me is the pressure I put on myself to turn up prepared and to execute my game plan.
No doubt. Now, the fight against TKV, sat there, it didn't go the way you planned. From your point of view, what went wrong that night, and what lessons have you taken from it and implemented into account?
Listen, I've learned a lot. That night, you know, just in case any of you forgot, I lost on a split decision. You know, the way it's talked about, it's like I was beat from pillar to post. It was a close fight, a good fight. Jamie came out on top. I had to do some changing to look at myself in the mirror. I did that. I relocated to Manchester to train with Joe Gallagher. And from that second there, things started to change. I walked into the gym surrounded by good fighters. Mikey Talon being one of them who's out there who's gonna shine on the undercard. I did some soul searching. I had to, you know. I'm a lot better than what I showed. I know that. And so since that fight, like I say, I've relocated, I've applied myself. But it's all right being here and talking about it. The proof is in the pudding, as they say. So Saturday night, it's time to prove everyone here wrong, because listen, you can't hide from the noise. I see all the faces. I see all the doubters. These are the guys that have motivated me over the last few months, and I'm here to prove everyone wrong.
How do you channel that? Because come with that Olympic bronze medalist and that pedigree, it also comes with doubters. How do you turn that into motivation?
Well, these are the people that make you do that extra bit, you know, in training. Go them extra yards, do the extra bit. You know, I'm highly motivated by being the underdog in this fight. Highly motivated by it. I'm a proud person, and the blood that runs from my veins is fighting blood. You know, my father had a conversation with me, you know, after my last fight, and I could see the worry in his face, and he told me pretty much straight, if you don't change, don't carry on. So what I had to do was go and change, and I've done exactly that.
How sweet will it feel to prove those doubters wrong?
Of course, like I say, that's the motivation. For any of you guys that think I'm just turning up here to take part, you're absolutely crazy. You obviously don't know me well enough. That's never been in my DNA. There's never been a fight where I don't leave every ounce of myself in that ring. And like I say, this is not about going in there and just surviving. I'm coming here to win, and to win well. I've got all the respect in the world for Justice Honey. I've known him for a long time, and I've always respected his skills. But for 1 second, please don't get it twisted and think that Big Fraze is just here to get involved or to be on Netflix. That was never ever the case. You know, my application and the want from me and the heart inside of me will drive me through this fight, along with a great game plan and being smart.
No doubt. Now, you mentioned change. You walked into the Joe Gallagher's gym in Manchester. Joe, I want to open up the floor to you quickly. How have you found training Fraze, and even at 34, do you think there's time to fulfill that potential that he has?
Yeah. Listen, Fraser came to me, I think it's the first week in January, and said, listen, I won't mind doing some work with you. So I said, okay. I gave him a month's trial. And it's mad crazy people to say, what, you give an Olympic bronze medalist a trial? Yeah, I did it with Paul Butler, did it with Natasha Jonas. Because I didn't want no pressure. I wanted to see, did he have a desire? Did he have a will? Did he have a want? And did he have that hunger in his eyes? And he had that, and then he relocated to Manchester and he's been there since. And he's in the gym, and he's come from an environment where he's been part of a successful GB team to then as a pro training on his own. And that's not good for no man. He's back in a team environment. He's training alongside Lawrence Okola, Jack Massa, Zelfa Barrett, Mikey Talon, all good fighters. Some are champions, some are going to be champions. And having that vibe in around, and that's the environment that he's used to, as he was doing in Team GB. And this is what we've got with him now, and we've worked on a mindset, we've worked on a game plan. And we were offered, oh, do you want to come back in a 4-6 rounder, and then we'll have a big fight after that? And I said, no, he's 34 years of age, we're here to fight. And there's too many warm-ups going on in boxing. Just get in and fight. Doing warm-ups you're doing, putting more miles on the clock, more training, more sparring, more injuries. Fights won't happen. I said only one time in the past I've heard a fight have a warm-up with Sugar Ray Leonard and he nearly got done by Kevin Howard. But them boys never had warm-ups, they all got in and got stuck in. And it's the same here, so Fraser is geared up, you can hear him talk. There's a lot of feeling and a lot of passion. He wants to prove everybody wrong, and we know how fickle boxing is. And we know judgmental people are, and a lot of people have opinions, and that's their opinions. But Fraser, a man of his own destiny, he's fighting Justice Huna, a very talented fighter, quick feet, quick hands, boxes on the back foot, switches southpaw, and you can hear from him the passion in him with a new coach. Sorry to hear the bad news of his former coach, respect to him and his family, but this is two hungry fighters, similar amateur backgrounds, 12, 13 fights each. This has got to be one of the best fights on the card. Before I say that, I just want to thank Turk Al Sheikh, Seller, Ring Magazine, Gold Star, Spencer, James Ward, Boxer, and for putting Fraser on the show, and also Mikey Talon, one of the most promising upcoming prospects, flyweight in world boxing, having his 13th fight. He'll be on around 5:30, 6 o'clock, tune in. And yeah, it's got to be a busy night.
There is no doubt it is an absolutely stacked card coming on April 11th. Just a quick one about camp. Was it more technical or mental that you worked on in this camp? Because I understand that, I think it's been alluded to, maybe no guarantees, but the camp Fraser had before the fight against TKV wasn't without his issues.
I can't talk about what's gone on and what's before. All like Fraser said to me, like 4 or 5 weeks in, or 3 weeks in, or what do you think of that fight? And I said, I've never watched your fight, Fraser. You've never been on my radar. You're nobody that I really want to think. I only watch fighters that are on my fighters' radars. I did go away and watch the Fabio Wardley one. I thought he won that. He agreed with Foster's scorecard. And I watched a couple of others since, but that was about it. And I just felt with Fraser, there's a lot of potential, but that question is very, what's first? Is it the human or the athlete? And it's balancing both of them. As we all know, people like a carrot and people like a stick. And it's getting to know your fighter, and I managed to get to know him, managed to understand. And there's just a switch. It happened around 6 weeks ago in the gym, and we were doing a session, and it was just a bit of reverse psychology, and I flipped the switch, and I could just see the light bulb moment, people say, and he got it, and with that then, we've just been transcending forward, going on the sparring. He sparred today, ready, everything in place. We're on it, and we're ready to rock and roll on Saturday night.
So in other words, Big Fraser is back. Fraser, just to finish off, how does this fight go on Saturday?
A bit like Justice said, you know, I'm not here to make predictions. The only thing I can tell you is this: I prepared so well, I've worked so hard, and I'll be leaving that ring with my hand raised. Like I say, it's going to be a great fight. I predict that we'll steal the show, and I predict this is my moment.
Thank you very much, guys. And from one heavyweight clash to another, we now move to the second fight of our live Netflix card, a British heavyweight title showdown with the storied Lonsdale belt up for grabs as champion Jamie TKV defends the crown he claimed in November. He's up against the powerful Richard Riakporhe. Ben, I'm going to start with you again. You're meant to go in against someone with serious power and experience. Do you believe that this is the night that Jamie proves he belongs at this top level?
I represent both Richard and Jamie. Richard was the first fighter I ever signed. I know they've stuck me on this side. It's a massive fight. Look, it's a massive fight for both of them. I think for Richard, A lot of people are asking, should he have always been a heavyweight? He's a 6'5", 6'6" guy with a massive frame that got to world title contention in the cruiserweight division, and I never felt like he was comfortable. I never felt like he was enjoying it. I never felt like he was comfortable during fight weeks. I never felt like he was his true potential, and he has to step up now. He's still only 2 fights in to the heavyweight division, so it's a massive moment for him and for Jamie, who debuted with us. A guy that everyone writ off. I mean, you talk about what Fraser just said. This guy lost after a few fights with me, and people were telling me, why are you still putting him on the card? The broadcasters were trying to take him off. And he believed in himself. He turned it around, and he came back again and again and again. Then got robbed against David Adelaide, and then went and, in a great fight with Fraser, went and won a fight that no one thought that he could win. He is a genuine British success story, a guy that has come from absolutely nothing, with no favours, with nothing behind him, and through sheer hard work and belief and dedication, he's become the British champion, and now he's in major fights, and he's a major force to be reckoned with. So it's a great clash of styles. 2 guys going in very, very confident, and 2 guys that, if they win on Saturday night, wow, they change their life forever.
No doubt that. This is why we love boxing so much, and that storied Lonsdale belt has been the jump-off point for many a great career. Now, Richard, we've seen you now twice at heavyweight. It's scary how you used to make cruiserweight. I can't genuinely believe it. How does it feel both physically and mentally now you've left the cruiserweight division, you're up at heavyweight?
Honestly, it feels like a cheat code. You know, the things I used to go through as a cruiserweight, fight week, I was always just wishing that the weigh-in day comes closer and closer. And as soon as I weigh in, the whole mood changed. Duncan, who's been around me, he's always me, and now it's different. I think heavyweights will never understand how it is to make weight.
No!
It's
I'm not eating that last piece of pepper.
But yeah, I feel much happier now. I can eat what I want, but I don't really eat what I want. Everything is healthy.
No! What do you mean you don't look at the pepper?
Do you feel like you
don't look like a pepper, looks like a chip.
Not just in terms of what you can eat, but just in your
I bit into one yesterday.
You know what? I just realised something.
I didn't like it.
I have a gift for
And
Jamie.
yeah? His eating.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
It wasn't spicy.
It's even wrapped up.
The grandma said it.
What could this be? What could it be? Do we need security, or is it a nice present? Let's see what it is. I can feel the tension in the room now. What have we got there? Rich, what you got here?
All I can say is something that's gonna make him look good even after the fight.
Is that your new brand?
Is it concealer or what?
Your new brand?
I think it's baby oil.
It's baby.
It's not that.
It didn't even.
Rub that before you does them shoots.
It ain't that kind of press conference.
But sorry, I got distracted there.
Do you feel more free at this weight, not just in terms of what you can eat, but your performances?
He's a model, isn't it, as well, Richard Rapford? I think that's his own perfume. Which way am I going? I've completely fucking forgot where the fuck am I going.
A bigger guy, cruiserweight. I used to run hours just to make the weight, and it got to the
This
point
level
where
already
my
is
body
just
got
like
tired, and I couldn't do no more.
horrible.
It was nearly impossible doing hot bath like on the weight. Really well in my strength.
What the?
Now everything's official, and everybody's been saying the same thing.
But I need to like chill with the eating. My stomach. I've not been feeling too good recently, you know that.
So this is a huge stage, an opportunity. You're fighting for the British heavyweight title against. Ready for this moment. This is exactly the type of test that you wanted at this stage of your heavyweight.
I think it's just a major opportunity. I think I'm happy that I get to be part of that. You know, we got some champs over there, some legends. They all won this title, and I think now I think about legacy. You know, obviously the money's great and being on stage is great, but you know, legacy is very important where people talk about you in a good way when you're not in the room. You know, this is what me and my family, this is what we care about a lot. So yeah, it's great to be a part of it.
Well, hopefully that Lonsdale belt is the start of something great at heavyweight. Give us a quick prediction. I know fighters don't love doing it, but how do you see this one going? You've already given him something that's going to make him feel better, so talk to me.
Oh yeah, I'm big respect to Jamie TKV. A lot of people don't know, I've known Jamie for a very long time. There's no bad blood. I'm not going to sit here and fabricate any like bad blood or do some acting. Like, it's all love, and until you know, it's going to be love. And necessary. Get into the ring. And you're going to get a fight with me for the fight. I think we're going to steal the show. So tune in.
Thank you very much.
Oh my god.
Standpoint, how big a moment is it?
I'll tell you what. If you can beat Black Commit the Wukong, yeah, I will build you a new thing.
I'm not gonna be able to beat it. You just because I'm the manual king. How am I supposed to beat a game that is gonna take me 500 years to beat?
Okay.
I'm not even for my age. How am I supposed to beat it? I'm not even beating mine.
Okay, you see this?
The underdog his whole career.
This is your
he was the
PC.
underdog coming into the
That's not PC.
In the bin. Just went in the bin.
That's not PC.
Just gone in the bin now.
That isn't PC anyway, so I don't care.
He's a phenomenal
That
fighter.
isn't a PC anyway.
He can box, he can scrap, he can fight on the inside, and he's going to put on a fantastic performance on Saturday night.
Thank you very much. Down the road, fighting on Saturday. As a man, how special will it be defending that title on home turf in this stadium in front of people that have followed your journey from day one?
Very special moment. Doing it in the home ground, you know, like a 10-minute walk. I live 10 minutes from the stadium. I went to school actually across the stadium, so I saw that stadium every day for 5 years in second and third. So yeah, no, it's a special moment. There's going to be a lot of people there watching it for the first time. I know what an performance, but you can't get better than this.
Did your over Fraser Clark shift your mindset at all, and did it reevaluate where you think your ceiling is as a heavyweight? You've mentioned some of those doubters.
I mean, I know my level. You know, I know my level. And beating Clark was more of a told you so rather than, you know, I knew I could beat Clark.
I think you carry on what you like, something different. Proper game. Like silent. Yeah. Proper game. What about a Resident Evil game? You don't even play Resident Evil. Resident Evil 2 is one of the best games. Resident Evil 2 is one of the best.
Heavyweight he's fought so far, and he's going to be in for a shot.
Yeah, of course.
How is it one of the best games?
I believe
One of my favourites, Resident Evil 2, 4, and the one that just went with Creel.
I'm going to come into that fight. So,
yeah.
I don't even lie to that.
8 is alright actually.
Heavyweight
8 is not bad.
Isn't it even
Do you think
8
that
is so
size and that physicality and understanding the weight and could almost outman him out of that fight in terms of your experience?
When I saw you beat him, I was like,
in a way,
I was
Richard is a way too. You know, obviously, it's only been a year since he's been, I think, sitting at a heavyweight weight, and he's got to get used to fighting at that weight. So, look, we're doing 12 rounds. We're gonna wait and see on Saturday how it goes.
No prediction, just wait and see.
Aye. To be honest, just wait and see, man. I think it'll be a good fight. It'll be the fight of the night, if I'm honest with you.
Fight of the night that might steal the show. Thank you, everyone on this top table. That brings to a close the first of this evening's press conference. Up next, we're going to have Conor Benn and Regis Prograde. Before we move on, let's invite the fighters forward for their first official face-off.
Saturday live 10-round heavyweight contest. It's Justice Hooney versus Fraser Big Praise Wall.
Saturday night, you see Justice Hooney. What did you take away from what they did?
They're both in the world. Rooney was very, very unlucky. Himself against Joseph Clark, so he wants to right the wrongs of the past and prove that he's back.
That fight was Fabio Wardley. As we get ready for our second face-off, we'll break this down in just a minute, but we're going to get it back over to the stage.
Competing Saturday in a scheduled 12-round contest for the British Heavyweight Championship, live worldwide on Netflix. It's the challenger, the Midnight Grand Reactor versus the defending
And there we go. We see TKV, Richard Reactor. TKV called on this stage a great British success story. Underdog. I was going to ask you this, David. Making that jump from cruiser to heavy. Richard saying, it was impossible to make weight at cruiser. How do you think that's going to be an advantage for him?
If you just look at the size of him, you'd never think Reactor was the one moving up in weight.
Right.
He's an absolute beast. His shoulders, his arms, he's a big man. And the fact that he got down to 90 kilograms,
it's a happening.
I do not know how he did it, but it shows a sort of the mindset
He's
of
literally flying.
to drain his body down to that weight. Unfortunately, he never picked up a world title, came close, but no cigar for him, so he's going to want to do one better at heavyweight, at his natural weight.
And that bout is for the British heavyweight title. TKV playing the underdog role, talking a lot about how people don't see him coming and don't care. Do you think that could be an advantage for him on Saturday?
A big advantage for him because, you know, people don't think that much of him. That's what he believes. Fights for people that think he can.
Has 15 days and do you think that the power will be the single biggest factor, Lennox?
It should be. I think the size is a factor, the fact that he's big. And, you know, a lot of people said he doesn't look that big. They look at his ounces. So he won a lot of... But I think there's going to be it's good for him to be in heavyweight. There's no reason why he should, you know, starve himself to light heavyweight.
We didn't see a lot of bravado on this stage from either of them.
Very respectful. Everybody seemed to know each other from the amateurs. Clark and Uni knew each other already. There's a lot of history between all the fighters, so we didn't get any pushing and pulling today.
We got a baby oil moment, which
that was random one. I didn't know what that was about, but he gave him some baby oil to oil himself up. Okay.
Concealer on the stage, thinking that would have been right. He's going to be so banged up, he's going to need concealer, but it was in fact baby oil. I do want to mention Fraser Clark, though, when we talk about expectations. He mentioned it as well. He came in with high expectations, a function of winning a bronze medal at the Olympics. Why do you think, Lennox, his fighting hasn't translated quite yet at the pro level?
Well, you know, I think he realizes as well, boxers that train at home can't really gain too much. You have to go away, you have to feel hungry. You have to train with a trainer that you're learning something every day. And I think, you know, this new trainer for him, you know, he wants to make a spectacle and go out there and win with his new trainer.
Yeah, Clark has been in the Amateur Boxing Association infrastructure for a couple of cycles, 8 years, a long time for a fighter to be involved in that. And he hasn't been able to convert his professional style yet. And obviously he got a bronze medal at the Olympic Games, which is an amazing, never achieved that. But as a professional, he hasn't been able to great opportunity at the highest level to show that he deserves to be up there, and he wants a challenge for world title soon.
We're looking at Justice Hooney as well, and we heard Josh hit on it just a little bit. Not only has Justice not fought, coming off a fight, coming off a loss, but hasn't fought in 10 months, but he lost his trainer. Not only did he lose his trainer, in the gym.
Wanted, dead or alive!
Intruders to the Princess Palace face death.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Pull off the unthinkable.
Now here comes a trick.
Not the big guy. He's about 6'1". He's not a big guy, so he has to have additional skills. He has to have good footwork, good head movement. He can't rely on his fight. So skill-wise, I believe he's more skilled than Clark, and he's going to need to prove it. I think he's probably the favourite going into this fight. The way he was able to deal with Wardley. It showed to me he was in full control until that one shot and it was over. So if he can get back to that flavour, he should win this fight, in my opinion.
Do you agree with the fact that Hooney, when he was asked about the Wardley fight and the fact that he was leading until that 10th round, do you believe him when he says it was a win-win situation for him? What do you glean from something like that when really one mistake is what cost you?
Yeah, I mean, it depends how you look at it. For him, he can look at it a certain way. You can't, when he's in the fight, you can't look at it that way. He has to look at it a different way. So that's what I take from it.
So that was your biggest takeaway from then. Of course, we're still getting ready for two of our co-main events to show up. The fighters are on their way as we get ready here. A huge event on Netflix. By the way, can we take a moment to say wow for Netflix? We heard the guys on the stage repeat this. This is such a huge moment for boxing, in particular for British boxing. They're all saying they can really make a name for themselves on Saturday night, and certainly it's going to be
Hell, you used to be so flipping out.
Title heavyweight competition in history, and it's all coming to you globally from here in. Let's talk about the co-main event, not the main event, but we're talking about Regis Prograis taking on Conor Benn. Conor Benn, anybody that knows anything about boxing knows his father, Nigel Benn, and there's been a lot of conversation, even from his own trainer. Early on in his career, everybody thought he got what he got, the attention he got shot because of his father, but that has changed. What have you seen from Connor over the last couple of years that tells you this is the reason this man is now selling out these giant arenas and stadiums?
His dad is very excited in the ring. He's hyped, and he's going out there. He's talking the talk and walking the walk, and because of that, he's become very popular with the fans and fans fight out there. And I think for him, he's glad that he's in this position. This is the position he wants to be in. He wants to be a big-time fighter. He wants to make his own decisions.
Part of the fight, the festivities,
Now here comes a trick!
He doesn't have the personal issues like someone who's on there.
My eyes are on him. Now here comes a trick!
Beat it. No, unluckily. I think his name was Biscuit Man.
Shut No.
What was that?
I'm not going to AI video and say my name is Biscuit Man. Even just like my name.
Not even my name.
For me. You come back stronger.
It was a fight of the night for the ages.
No, you're not Biscuit Boy, you're Knit Boy.
First fight, he just went out there having a
I'm
war.
not a knit boy, I don't have
That
knits.
wasn't
I'm
me.
just
I mean,
a
South
knit.
country from South Africa, from Germany, Australia, all
weird.
over the place.
Went back and I licked my wounds. It wasn't just about the loss, it was about going back and changing, adapting, and putting in the hard work when nobody's looking.
What has he learned? What will he do differently tonight? He looks a different Conor Ben.
The second fight, then you saw the best of Conor.
I was a lot more controlled in terms of, my style.
Conor Ben boxing the fight of his life.
He boxed his head off. He couldn't understand. He couldn't deal with Conor.
Unbelievable scenes.
Oh my god, guys.
The second time.
This is the end of the venue back saga. Not bad for two silver spoon kids, eh?
This is the resurrection of my career. A resurrection of the Ben era.
Fair to say, Lennox, that you could describe that first fight, at least from Conor's perspective, as chaos, and then he mentioned in that rematch a lot of control. What do you think of him as a fighter after
Oh,
what
look
you
at
saw?
my new suit.
I thought he's an intelligent fighter because he came back, he looked at all of his mistakes, he improved on them, and came back coming in with that mental space that he wanted to be a champion, he wants to win. And you could see his face he was so determined to win this fight that he went out there and he did do it.
You can tell a lot about a fighter, how they respond to their first defeat. Some fighters never fight again, some fighters seem to shell out themselves. But he seemed to have really raised the game. He seemed to have understood what went wrong and came back, and obviously it worked. Whatever he did in training, whatever adjustments were made, were clear to see.
Very quickly, he won that Eubank fight at 165, both of those fights at 160, now down to 150 for this bout. Any impact at all that you think that could have?
I don't think it should have that much of effect because it's not that much weight. I think he loses weight well. It looks well on him. It doesn't look weak or it doesn't affect him in any way. So.
But more difficult for Regis, who's trying to come up.
Yeah, Regis is a naturally smaller man, and he's having to fighting someone at 150 who's coming down from 160. So he knows that Ben has it. World champion. But the youth, something about the youth, that young, hungry. You saw it in the fight against Chris Eubank. He was ravenous. He just kept coming. He just kept pushing the pace. It looked like an unrealistic pace. He couldn't maintain for 12 rounds, but he did.
So youth not wasted on the young when it comes to boxing. For his part, Conor Ben saying, I'm looking forward to beating that old geezer. That is Regis Prograis. All right. Well, if we're going to make it, we certainly have to bring in a Hall of Famer to do it. So for now, because it looks like our fighters are ready, we turn it over to Hall of Fame Master of Ceremonies, Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to
Bro, this guy's been around for so long, Michael Buffer. The Rumble guy.
Attraction this Saturday night, April 11th, and it's all live from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, London, England. The Clash of Giants, Fury versus Makhmudov, live worldwide on Netflix. It's a presentation of Ring Magazine and Netflix. And there are a few tickets remaining, so I advise you, if you want to come to the fight...
Oh, that's not good. Few tickets remaining. It's not selling well then.
We expect a sellout. So, ladies and gentlemen, seated behind me, we have our...
What, there's 60,000 in Tottenham Stadium.
Press conference, the CEO of Ring Magazine. Champion from the Boxing Hall of Fame, Nigel Benn, the Dark Destroyer. Head trainer to Conor Ben, Mr. Tony Sims, and the manager of Team Ben, Keith Connolly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a special contest indeed before our main event.
You can get them down there.
10 rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. Let's meet the fighters and bring them to the stage this time. First, Louisiana. By way of knockout. Former welterweight champion of the world, the Southern Southpaw, Regis Prograis.
I forgot that you were Southpaw. Regis Prograis. Chest over there as well.
And at this time, let's bring his opponent to the stage. His professional record stands at 24 victories, 14 wins by knockout, only
Holy
one
shit,
defeat.
look.
And that
Look at that big guy over there. Shield.
making him one of the few fighters in the world today
What the hell is
that
that?
can say he has defeated every man he's
I don't even know if that's a guy.
The 2025
What even is
Fighter of
that?
the Year candidate, he is
You know Carsonet is the worst. People say Carsonet, a massive streamer, loads of subscribers. People say that he's the worst out of them. Like, somebody made a video, an animated video of him trying to kill a boss, but he can't even hit the boss. Yes, I mean, yes. Oh, that's not. Like,
Thank you, Michael, and welcome back, everyone, as we move into the second.
He looks like he's lost weight though, man.
Now to our co-main event, a fascinating clash of styles and experience and ambition. On one side, a rising welterweight contender, a statement on the world stage. On the other side, a former two-time world champion stepping into a new weight division, still with plenty.
That's what I mean. Look, Connor looks like his face looks sucked in, bro.
Regis says this is
That £10 is gonna hurt.
For an expert assessment of this matchup, welcome CEO of Ring Magazine, Rick Reno.
I mean, this is an intriguing match. Had a fantastic year. His third stadium fight. He's got a new chapter, new team.
Why does he look like that? Why is his face like that?
He's started his career Eubank revolving. That's been put to bed. And now he's marching down back to his natural weight in the hunt for a world title shot. He's the mandatory. But before he gets there, he's got a determined guy in Regis Prograis, former unified world champion. And, you know, for Regis, massive opportunity to get landed on his lap on the stage against a British superstar and on Netflix. You can't get any bigger than that. But a lottery ticket is no good unless you cash it, and he wants to cash it in. You know, I expect fireworks in this fight early on. Connor's made it clear from the start. He wants to go in, get a knockout in the early rounds. Regis is a guy that likes to mix it up a little bit. So, you know, it's one of those fights where I tell people, don't blink, don't leave your seat.
What comfort does this heart implore?
Oh.
A humble drink, its solace I
Like this,
A fine brew deserves a
kind of
fitting
legacy
goal.
and future opportunity.
Take this.
For both fighters.
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
This fight sits as a co-main event on a huge Ring Magazine card live on Netflix. What does a fight like this do for both fighters in terms of legacy and opportunity?
But there are others who refuse to.
I mean, it's a huge moment. It's going to be a massive audience in the millions.
Why should we meddle?
You know, for Conor,
with a full God's draft by
bring his name up even bigger than it already is. I mean, he's an established star right now in the sport. For Regis, I mean, he pulls off a big upset win. It's going to be watched by millions. He puts himself right in line of these world opportunities in a very, very loaded welterweight division.
Even the wisest.
Thank you, Rick. Now,
Why
let's hear
should we
from
meddle
the team of one of the most accomplished fighters on this card, who's a former two-time world champion, one of the most respected names of his generation. We're going to start off by talking to his trainer, Kay Carome. Now, talk to me, why was Conor Benn the right opponent
accepted his destiny.
for
Family strive with a fool.
I mean, I
The
feel
Bull
like
King families with
Conor
a fool.
You know, Regis was at one point Conor, you know, trying to make his name. Everybody was doubting him. Nobody knew him. And so Conor's doing the same thing. Same build. They both are explosive. They know when to fight. They bring out the crowd, you know, and I think
Supreme
Regis has
God.
something to prove and Conor has something to prove, and I think this is a great fight for both of them.
This fight is happening above Regis's world title weight at 140. How comfortable are you with him operating at this level?
I think I'm very comfortable with it. I mean, in the gym that we come from, you know, Regis has been challenging himself a lot with the welterweights and some of the lightweights and stuff like that. So I think it's kind of even. Regis is going up, Conor's coming down. It's still the best man that night, you know?
We'll find out who the best man on the night is. Now, Regis, I want to talk to you. You've done some of your best work at 140, and this bout takes place at 150, and I want you to speak for yourself. How has that influenced your preparation, and what difference do you feel at this weight?
Really, so when they called me about it, I was just happy about it just because I already wanted to go up anyway. So really, right after my fight with JoJo, I started lifting weights. I got on the weights and stuff like that anyway. My plan was to go up anyway. So when they called me about it, I was just like, yeah, of course, let's do it.
You've been quite outspoken, saying that Conor is living off his dad Nigel's name, and especially after that high-profile win over Chris Eubank Jr., do you still stand by that view?
What do I say? What?
Do you stand by that view? Do you stand by it?
Bad about him, like I said, it's just like this guy coming up, you know, he's taking name for he's taking his name. You know, respect him. Got nothing bad to do.
If you don't stir, I'm gonna have to stir the pot.
Wait. Y'all not paying me to promote all that shit, so look, I ain't got to get all that. Like, China, you getting paid, you talk this shit, I ain't got to.
I'm not going to say anything that you haven't said. I'm just mentioning that you said Conor wasn't a world-class fighter. Do you still actually believe there is a golfing class? You've had that experience. You've won those world titles.
Why does he look like that, Conor? What's wrong with him? What the fuck is going on with his face? Conor Ben, do you know what? I think, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he loses. He looks fucked already.
He hasn't been yet.
Okay, it's all very friendly up here. You've made the trip to England twice.
He didn't put the muscle, he didn't like put the weight on as fat, innit? He put it on muscle. Now it's coming down.
Those British boxing fighters. How are you confident that
He
this
don't
fight
look,
at the Tottenham Hotspur
looks
Stadium
weight trained
on April 11th
now.
ends differently?
Fucks you up.
I mean, for me, as far as coming with the British fans are great, bro. Like, I don't have no problem fighting in front of British fans because they love boxing. So I feel like it's not my country at the same time. I won't say it's my country, it's not my home, but at the same time, being raised boxing, it's like they love us. So I'm cool with it.
We've spoken to a few people on the
Horrible, yeah. Horrible.
The size of this Ring Magazine card on Netflix, you know, going out to tens of millions of do you understand the scale of that opportunity and getting the win? What do you want?
After this, I can say what I want.
Hold on.
Anybody who I want to tell them what I want. After a fight like this, like, all right, I don't have to, people won't have to come to me or opportunity, I'll come to them. And that's how it'll be.
Seeing as everyone's being very nice on this stage, nice things about Conor. What does he do well that you are going to have to deal with on Fight Night?
I don't got nothing to say bad or good. I mean, look, we're going to fight Saturday, that's it. That's all it's going to be.
We know Conor fights with a ferocious pace. You know, last time out it was a bit more measured, but we know that he has that Ben DNA in him. You've got what it takes to nullify that, to
I wouldn't take this fight if I don't believe I can win it.
There's been some claims that this camp hasn't gone as well, you know, from the world's media, those that sat in attendance. You were injured, you know, would like to put paid to some of those rumors. What version
Not
of...
injured, bro. Listen, in camp, things happen. You're not going to be 100% in camp, but I push past it. I'm not injured. Everything is fine. I don't even know where they came from, but... I'm good, 100%. I'm fighting on Saturday, 100%, yes.
This run, at this age, at this stage of your career, you still believe you can climb to the top again and become three-time world champion?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, I wouldn't even be here. If I didn't believe myself, I wouldn't even came. I wouldn't even took the fight. I wouldn't even come over here if I didn't believe myself. I fully believe myself. I do feel like I'm actually getting better. But, you know, we'll see.
Regis Prograis, everybody. Now, what of the man opposing you on Saturday?
Why was he floating in the air
One of the
like
most
that?
explosive fighters of his generation, a two-weight world champion, a man who was at the heart of one of Britain's biggest boxing rivalries. So Nigel, you know better than anybody what it takes to carry that Ben name into a big fight. How proud are you of the way that in these times?
I thought he might, you know, being something a champion, but I've watched him progress. Even the way that he trains is like 10 times better than what I ever done. Even at my world champion, he just brought it to another level. When I watch him train, I've never in my entire life seen anyone train like that. He lives the boxing.
Regis had said, he's being very nice now, but he had said that this is levels and that he's been at the top and Conor's still trying to get there. How would you respond to that?
Well, you know what? Connor's continued to grow. We saw the first fight with Eubank. He went in there to try and take his head off. Didn't work to plan. And then we boxed to his ability, what he's capable of doing. And he made the fight so easy. And we still haven't seen the best of Connor.
Bro, there's something wrong, you know that. Look, something is wrong. Something ain't right, bro. Probably Connor that's injured. Fuck, what's this? Me.
I'm begging you. Father's life hangs on a thread which brother could cut short any moment.
Since when did you start caring for that old bull?
I believe you can beat Ryan Garcia. I believe.
Do you not think you can hide your secret wish from me?
The tools to do it. But we ain't seen the best.
You wish you could rule this mountain with your brother once we are finished.
Well, if he's just started now,
That
he's
is
already
not
come
true,
a
Mother.
long way now to speak to.
If that were my wish, why would I bring this master here to hell?
Words from cunning foxes.
Prospect now to.
You just want to trade my fan for a smile on your brother's face.
It pays to be a member. I owe my life to Father. Up to 10% and to your kindness for taking me in. That's right. Brother was good to me, but I would never betray my parents for him.
No, he's a great fighter. Boxed over here.
Say no more of the fan.
And,
We raised the boy. Guess this is what we deserve.
his career and obviously
You?
Connor's a mandatory challenger for Ryan Garcia.
Why are you here at this very moment?
Rakshasi, camp's gone really well.
I'm not a part of your family, and I'm aware I have no voice in this. But Ping told me the destined one had
A
arrived.
fantastic fight, two very, very experienced.
The destined one, who doesn't even know what he's destined for. Those old bastards must have pulled a muscle coming up with the name.
You and I both know who he truly is. When the time comes, your children, your husband, and even this very palace could all turn to ashes.
Fantastic in the gym and
What do I have to fear from a mere pawn? He's no match for us. He can't even rival the power of my fan.
Once the truth is revealed, suddenly he is here. Do you not find it odd? Such a twist of fate.
The truth. The truth of what? Who are you talking about?
Showed a lot of maturity, I think.
I heard the destined one had obtained all the other relics.
We're going to get that ferocious.
Rakshasi, your situation is grave. Do you not see who mandated his return? Were those relics really bestowed for your good? Perhaps amid these schemes and plots, we've unwittingly become stepping stones for his rebirth. For others, I care not. All along, you are all I care for. I say we should leave together. I vow to treasure you dearly, just like when we're up there.
I never thought that one day you'd be the only one I can rely on. I am overwhelmed. Come, sit with me and tell me what to do.
Don't let him, Mother! Don't you see? He's taking advantage of you! You lecher! I call for your help, not your treachery! How dare you!
A child of a concubine should know better manners. When I first crossed paths with her, your bull of a father was no more than livestock, munching on a patch of grass.
Have you no shame? Mother, don't be fooled!
Enough of your endless prattle. Now that's better. Rakshasi, have we not been this close since our time to Cheetah Palace?
Well, yes, I do miss the old days too. We were so happy back then.
What What in the blazes?
No tears here. It's just my You deserve to know before we kiss.
You will live to repent this!
Oh,
you dare take her form and beguile me? My old friend, wasn't it fun? Have we not been this close since our carnage in the fox den?
Oh, I ain't fighting.
You were horrid fraud! My candid words were wasted on your foul ears! Candid, my hoof! Your evidence are everywhere! I thought you'd have better lies! Quick on your heels, huh? Well then, boy, let us teach this brazen adulterer a lesson. Vile beast! Your savagery knows no cure. But you will behave once my sourceless water from Tashita drops. I've aided Georgia.
Oh great, it's that guy. I thought new shit. They were struggling. Right. Never played a game with this many robots.
Yin-yang drift, demise. He's done into my horse brain. From yin and yang arises two sides. From land and sky emerges the divide. Now you shall be feasted upon by my yin-yang fish. What a stingy host! Such a meager fish! Hardly enough for a platter.
made me further.
The truth has been revealed.
Yes,
Disasters are sure to follow. The turmoil you witness is but a ripple caused by a drop from above. Well, gone already? Bad news after a good nap. He's gone too far from a furnished servant. A decent lad he was. Decent until ruined by brother Wukong. Then destiny carried him further to fall for the wrong woman. You, go up this way. Check if anyone leads up. I'll go look around. The owner might be gone, but her treasure might still be there.
Celestial ribbon, eh? Ariana Grande.
I said La Grande Combinazione. La Grande Combinazione.
I had to become a better fighter to beat you, Bank, and not fight the same kind of fight. And that was what I done. And as for this fight, you're going to get the old welterweight bend back. You know, the performances with Algeri, Van Heerden, Samuel Vargas, they were more experienced, all of them. Been in with Virgil Ortiz, been in with, you know, Amir Khan, been in with Errol Spence. You know, so everyone I fight now will have more experience on me. That's inevitable. You know, but ultimately, I prepare hard and I work so hard, even to get this weight down. You know, and walking around at 175 for the past 2-3 years. To fight you, Bank. You know, to drop back down. You know, a lot of people said I couldn't do it. Well, I've done it. You know, a lot of people say you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, watch me, I'll do it.
Amen.
Well, I can't wait to watch
But he's walking around at 12.5 stone.
The Netherlands are going to be in for an absolute treat.
It's the way I've been most dangerous out my whole career.
That's why I don't understand.
The Eubank fight was an exception to the rule. I could not give the public any other fight than the Eubank fight. So I still don't think even winning a world title will trump the victory over Eubank. I still don't think winning a world title will beat the fight of the year. For me, the first fight was the best fight. It was the most enjoyable fight. But it's now time for me to come back down to my natural weight. People say I can't do it. I've done it. And get that world title and solidify my legacy.
You haven't done it. You come down to
Ultimately,
150,
my
bro.
world title shot. He is in the way of my world title. You know, it was the first name that was mentioned to me, and it was straight away. Yeah, of course, no problem. When? 6 weeks? No problem. I'll be ready.
There was never any doubt. Now, listen, talking of that natural weight and you feeling ferocious, it has been 4 years since your last knockout victory. You were seconds away from getting one against Chris Eubank Jr. Does that drive you? Does that go into your mindset? I know how you think. You're a violent man in the nicest possible way.
Yeah, in the nicest possible way, I'm extremely violent and dangerous. But ultimately, for me, you've got to remember, I've been competing at a weight that's not my weight for the past 2-3 years. You know, fighting at 154, fighting at 160.
it's not my weight. These are big guys that I've been mixing it with. So for me to fight somebody my own size for a change, it's exciting. And they're the way I'm most dangerous.
Talking to somebody your own size, where does Regis Prograis rank in terms of kind of name, value, his achievements? Is he the most accomplished boxer you faced?
I don't know. Algeria's a world champion. I believe Van Heerden was a world champion. Eubank interim champion at middleweight. You know, Eubank had a lot of knockouts on his resume at middleweight. But Regis presents different tests, you know, and as fighters we love challenges. I love challenging myself against the best fighters there are. You know, but if it's a name that's mentioned to me, of course no problem, I'll fight him any day of the week, twice on Sunday. So when they mentioned Regis, I said, yeah, no problem, instantly. You know, ultimately I'm mandatory for Garcia for the WBC world title. It was a matter of, do I wait to fight Garcia, or do I fight Regis in between? You know, and that's a risk I'm willing to run. You know, I believe I'll win convincingly. Yes, he is world level. Yes, he has accomplished a lot in the game. But anyone I fight moving forward will be more accomplished, will have achieved more, will be more experienced. And it's my job to go in there and prove that I am at that level, which I will do without a shadow of a doubt in my mind.
How much does that